I mean, I grew up in Scarborough in kind of almost extreme poverty, I'd say.
Mm.
And I spent a lot of time trying to find ways to get out of that. My father left when I was 2 years old. He left my mother pregnant with my sister. After a few years, she met another guy, and he was an alcoholic. We lived in cooperative housing, government housing, and I didn't have my own room, so I slept on the couch. I could only go to bed when everybody else decided to go to bed and they were finished watching TV. When he'd come home, he'd always be picking on me because I was there in the living room and waking me up in the middle of the night, just verbally, very verbally abusive, and from a very young age, always telling me I wasn't worth anything. When was I going to leave? And eventually, I just did it because I knew I was worth something, and I didn't need this negative energy around me.
A
So.
lot of people in your situation would kind of get pulled down by the tide and be really influenced by that negative energy, and it'd be really hard for them to climb out of it, and some would take, probably their whole lives to come out of it, but you seem to have found some kind of inner strength to really rise above it, and you kind of knew your vision and knew you had to get out. Where do you think that came from?
I found it within me. It's strange.
I believe the power of your positivity is what lifted you out of the situation and brought you all those opportunities. Because like attracts like. So you were able to remain positive in spite of your situation, and you manifested all of those promotions, right? You did it yourself. You didn't have the money to go to school, but it turns out your school was paid for. So what I preach, sort of, my message is that when you align yourself with positivity and passion, the universe brings you everything that you need to move forward and fulfill your life mission and your purpose, which is exactly what you did. And I'm so amazed because you did it right from a young age. So you are an amazing positive role model.
The school started recognizing me for my positive attitude at a very young age, which had a huge impact on me because I didn't get that type of encouragement at home. And I just kind of clinged onto that stuff and decided I wanted to basically not copy and fall into the same type of stuff that's happening in my neighborhood. I want to do the opposite and learn from everything that's happening. And within 45 days, I quit my job, sold my house. There's a stock market crash, so I lost about $20,000, but I went back to school anyways and studied art for 3 years. One of my friends invited me to Peru for the first time, and we stayed with people there who were volunteering, and I saw the connection that they had with the communities, how different it was than traveling the traditional way. And I decided when I finished art school I was going to do that. I lived with a family for 3 months. We didn't have running water. We basically cooked over firewood in the open air, no electricity, and I had to communicate in basic French. So that was my first experience really in connecting with the community. So when I went to Colombia last year, I went for a month to do research in Medellin and to see if as soon as I got there, I knew that I'd love to say new project. That's basically the idea is I've got these leadership skills, I've got this experience with cooking, and I really want to do everything I can to help other people that have been in my position where I was 20 years ago, where it was really hard to find ways to move forward, to succeed without money, because it's very important in society in general. And so that's why I'm really focusing on people who don't have the money to go to a regular school and learn. And I want to share my skills with them and create a system where they participate in kind within the program and have the chance to build a business that they want to build, and to be a little bit more successful and earn a little bit more than the minimum wage.
So how are you doing that?
There's going to be a restaurant that's reservation only, for small groups, so that we can control the quality and it doesn't overwhelm anyone. We're not working crazy hours as was in a hotel, but we can earn a little bit more money for the project so that it's self-sustaining, because I don't want to have to look for funds from anybody afterwards. I want it to be a community project where it keeps itself running.
What is your life purpose? What do you think your mission is here on Earth?
When I tell my story, I think it gives them a message that being positive and looking for opportunities and a way to move forward really is possible for anybody from any background, from anywhere in the world. It's a question of really believing in yourself and believing in what you want to do, and and really exploring your passion, and not doing something because somebody else tells you that's what you're supposed to do in life.
Thank you so much, Brian. Amazing
Thanks a lot.
pleasure to talk to you this morning. I know you're going to do it.
All right, thanks a lot. I
I
really
know.
appreciate your time, and I really enjoy reading your site and seeing everything that you're about. I think you're doing great work for a lot of people as well. So congratulations.
Thank you.